Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore, the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The winter has certainly arrived here in November as we're all set to go. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where faded favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time to go down, but you always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And they catch it behind the line on the outside. Some great range there by the defense to force 4th down.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
The Browns are lining up to punt. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Putting a receiver in motion. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. He brushed him off with ease. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Johnson again. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, this is Johnson. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that 1 stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every whole home run is a bigger play that just needed 1 more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that marked their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Some early momentum with that field goal.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting at the 10. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Browns and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
First down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing now on first down. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him. Now hold on, everyone. There's a Browns player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. He's dropping back to throw. Yeah, the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board. It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. It's fielded at the 14. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Pass play coming here. Too much read on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Hits him on the out route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. Wow, and he somehow finds the ball amid the blizzard here to make the fair catch. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going play action. That one's complete right side. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's a throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And they're there to send him out of bounds, but Brock, the damage has been done as he gets him up past the 20. Offense is set. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll toss it to Johnson. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
12 yards to go.
Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. He's going for it himself. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. First and 10.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. The Steelers have played to an early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. From the gun, Johnson. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage. Back to the line they come, second down.
Second and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Now looking to throw. Right side, this is Ibuka. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
That's another Steelers.
Dive play straight ahead. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Johnson up the middle. And he's going to get up to speed through that snow to break off a gain of 5. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Second and 5.
On the ground again with Johnson. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on second down.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Brings up third down and 15.
Shotgun now on third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
A 43-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good, to get into that rhythm, and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Brings in the kick at the 9. Making some progress here. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The Browns getting their offense out there. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Going to the ground again on first. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Throwing from the gun here. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Browns.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about will power. He got to rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run. Great try at that first down.
And he's not going to get there. The defense attacked to deny the marker, and now a chance at a stand here with 3rd and 1. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steelers back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Looking to Johnson to start this drive. And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Look like he picked up a couple. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. It's Johnson on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
Pass play now. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Steelers set to punt it. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And he locates the ball amid the flurries of snow to make the fair catch. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll run here on first down. Spins right by him. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. So first down from the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Another carry for him. And tough running as the Elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Third down from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face fourth and short. The Steelers calling their first timeout. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. The offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First and 10, they're going to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Second and 10, still at the 28. Setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way into the 32. Browns are in the nickel for this third down call. And they'll throw. Third and long. The Browns get there and take him down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Ryan Wright on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Back to pass on first and 10. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Back to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. They're throwing it. Escapes a defender. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. Steelers in the dime for this third down. To the air on third and long. He's making a bid for it. They get there to take him down right around the 41. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Throwing from the gun. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Throw here, third down. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
On now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far. 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime
Our
report.
journey through the NFL starts now at Ford Field in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on Miami.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
From the gun on 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 17. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
He can run it. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Setting him on the dive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I call that a table setter. If you're getting that kind of efficient production out of your fullback, well, that just sets the table up for everyone else on this offense to eat.
Playing favorites with the fullback here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
On the draw, this is Johnson. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Harris hit the ball's out. But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He's going to throw this one. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest. And that one forces a 4th down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. Trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
A 44-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Now Boswell on to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. All in left side. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Back to the well again. This is going to be down to looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
They give it to him again. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did, an injured Brown, and they're tending to him now. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He'll try to do it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain. All set now. 1st and 10. Thrown back, it's the handoff. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call for the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. He's on a quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. He'll look to throw. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Steelers, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on second. Going with a screen to Johnson. He's taken down after reaching the 30. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on a tackle.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And air it out on third. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. His kick is away, but it is short and straight up into the air. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight.
And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns take a lead just before the end of the third. Nico Collins with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns take a 4-point lead.
Steelers 9.
Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. The Steelers returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. He tried so hard to get it outside, but just couldn't turn those feet quick enough in this snow. He's dropped behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Working now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. The Browns send wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And he hasn't been a stranger to the end zone this season. No, sir, including on their prior drive, Brock. A pretty important touchdown for him when you look at his season total. On 1st down, they'll run. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And here he goes on the boot. Oh, he shovels it forward, complete. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Third and long for him here. He's got it complete to Collins. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Browns first down.
Good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work. Reset those chains.
And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Offense to the line. Second down.
At the Steelers' 40-yard line.
I'll throw it. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing third and long. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
The 22-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. I'll throw for it. That's cut beyond the marker. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns now lead by 10. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Lining up now to try the extra points. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Browns drive their lead to 11. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Has it at the 11. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And, Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Trying to throw this from the gun. That's into the hands of Franklin. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
It's Johnson on second down. And into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They're going to try and throw it here. Lofts it deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Johnson up the middle. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Back to throw now. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd down from the gun. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind this guy, and now it's 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking slant route complete. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Number 89.
Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. He'll throw it. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Intended for number 89.
They'll bring out the punter here. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today.
It's 4th down.
And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Steelers offense headed out. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. A throw here on 1st. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down at the line. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers, 8 points behind. 1st and 10 from the 32. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's the one back on the handoff. Man, it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Setting up to pass. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line.
Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here he is to throw. He's running with it. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Back to throw. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut it to just 2 late in the game. So there's part one, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did because, well, they work on 2-point conversions, but they're difficult. This is also a must-have, though, Kate, if they want to try and force overtime.
And he's got a man. Complete. And he isn't going to get it. He's not going to get it. They needed that, too, for the tie. But the defense makes a stand that may decide this game. Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They're out there with a lead that's down now to just 2 points, Bronx. So you got to be cautiously aggressive, right? Try to run out the clock, but take care of the football because all it takes is a field goal to beat you.
How many times do these games we call come down to just one possession? Right? It's why these teams spend so much time situationally in the red zone, end of half, end of game. You've got to live for these situations.
So the Browns will take this win home with them. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Bronx, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.